in the name and mark of the devil, whom I swear my spirit unto. I am myself the Redeemer and the bringer of the infernal pact, which holds no bounds nor mortal strain, yet my desires shall be filled by the eye within the blackened triangle. You will never be able to turn back from the path, as the lonely path of godhood shall be marked upon your brow as the mark of Cain. As you are shadow, allow yourself to grow close to this infernal king and enter his essence. Open your astral eyes as this shadow and understand you may take any form you wish. You are vampire, incubus, set-like, and immortal in essence. You become as Ahriman, the infernal king who shapes the world according to his desire. You may communicate and seek various points of congress with all goetic spirits in the dreaming plane. Your gate is the dream. This is the Sabbat body of which you shall go forth. Lilith drank the blood of man and bred her children from their seed, taken from nocturnal congress with those sleeping. Desert travelers were drained of life, and their children were given to her vampiric children to grow strong. Lilith opened the gates of Arazura, called the secret place, and the great shadow Ahriman came before me. I took the mark of the beast, and Lilith's mark, being the bloodied coal. Lilith taught me the arts of the vampire, and prepared my spirit and flesh to walk between the world. The true mark of Ahriman was given, and I passed between the light to the shadows. Upon waking in the sand, I could face again the sun, yet see equally as well in moonlight. I mark myself with the kiss of the devil, that I may transform in spirit unto the phantom shade of night. I shall become the wolf. The spirit takes the form that it so desires at the moment, joins with familiars and other demonic forms, and goes forth to a place which centralizes the imagination in an infernal sense. The devil is by this standard a mirror of the liberated mind, awaiting confirmation of self-belief and the desire to becoming something else. Remember, throughout history, the devil has always been a shapeshifter. No common form may stay for too long. Cain is the first sorcerer and shapeshifter who drifted from his tribe to become as God. He in turn was taught witchcraft and sorcery deeper by his spiritual mother, Lilith. It was soon after that Cain would wander the earth forever in spirit form, through the blood and psyche of his initiates, and manifest through their deeds and work. The touch of Azazel brings a fire to the clay, which then allows that genius to shape his flesh in dream and waking according to his desire.
The Necronomicon, a book commonly thought of as the fictional tales of H.P. Lovecraft, also contain a reference to the shapeshifters who bear the mark of the beast.
Know, fifthly, that the worshippers of Tiamat are abroad in the world, and will give fight to the magician. Lo, they have worshipped the serpent from ancient times, and have always been with us. And they are to be known by their seeming human appearance, which has the mark of the beast upon them, as they change easily into the shapes of animals, and haunt the nights of men, and by their odor, which comes of burning incenses unlawful to the worship of the Elder One.
Even if you believe the Necronomicon to be complete fiction, what is important here is the context by which the reference to the mark of the beast was used. Repeatedly is the term used to describe Satan worshippers who have the appearance of being human, but in fact can shapeshift into the forms of animals. In the movie Nightbreed, the main character becomes obsessed with a hidden community of shapeshifters that live underground, beneath a cemetery. Upon arriving, he is bitten by a red-colored monster who refers to himself as the Beast. After this, he begins to transform into a werewolf that thirsts for blood. After gaining entry to the underground community, he is initiated and welcomed into their tribe. Similar to the story of Cain, who was given the mark that prevents anyone from slaying him, his new condition as a werewolf makes it virtually impossible to kill him. In the movie, a character named Baphomet, the Baptizer, was the founder of this underground community of monsters. The Bible also associates the Antichrist with a personage called the Beast of the Sea. This character is so called because he is not only associated with the beast, who is the Antichrist, but also because he is said to rise up out of the sea. Its symbolic description is a scarlet-colored beast with 7 heads and 10 horns, and 10 crowns upon its 7 heads. The color scarlet is simply red, with a slight tinge of orange.
And I stood upon the sand of the sea, and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon its horns 10 crowns, and upon its heads the names of blasphemy.
The Bible also describes this multi-headed beast being ridden by a harlot wearing the colors scarlet and purple. This woman is described as the whore of Babylon and the mother of abominations.
So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth.
The Bible identifies the 10 horns upon the 7 heads of the beast as 10 kings who will rule alongside the Antichrist.
And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast. These have one mind, and shall give their power and strength unto the beast.
One Bible passage suggests that the sea, quote-unquote, is nothing but symbolism for the bottomless pit. The bottomless pit, often referred to as the abyss, appears to be another place or dimension where the beast and the multitude of demons reside.
Beast that thou sawest was and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit, and go into perdition. And they that dwell on the earth shall wonder, whose names are not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world, when they behold the beast that was, and is not, and yet is.
Another Bible passage implies that, quote-unquote, the waters is symbolism